I have a story I want to share with you guys. And I know that a lot of people have thought that I'm crazy. There's been times where I thought I was crazy because I've made some pretty outlandish claims here probably in the last 6 months or so. And I'm gonna explain to you why I've made these outlandish claims. They're not outlandish though. The thing is we are entering the new earth. The new earth is here. And so when you go and you look at all the prophecies of all the different, religions or whatnot, and of the ancient, scriptures, you're going to see that that's what's happening. And so the story that I want to tell you is about myself. So as a young child, I always knew there was something special about me. And the funny part about it is I always remember people telling me I was too much, I was too loud, I was too this, I was too that. And what I've come to learn is that these people have always felt threatened by me. Why is that? Because I always could see through things that others couldn't. I asked a lot of questions. I never settled with what was just offered to me. And of course, growing up in a dysfunctional family, I was always very much bothered by the chaos that I grew up in. I remember as a small child remembering that I felt like I could control the weather. I just remember being very, very in tune and connected with animals. And I always dreamed of being a mother and just being a nurturer. But then what happens is we get programmed by the world, the educational system, the economics, the political, just everything, everything that what we are. When we come to this earth, we know who we are, but then evil distracts us, and they make us forget who we are. So once we get to the place where we start taking away all of those things, the traumas, the programming, and even in religious systems, religions aren't bad, guys. They're not. But they only offer you a little box. And the majority of it consists of control and manipulation, okay? Because they want to keep you small. Because if you truly know what your full power is, then you're unstoppable, And so, I've been giving little tidbits here and there as I've been learning and growing and, expanding, evolving. And I finally got to the place where I remember who I am, what I came to do, and what my purpose here on this earth is. And so the reason why I'm sharing this story is because there's a lot of people out there that can look back over their life and they've always had this pull, this calling, and they're like, wait, I'm a good person. I have a pure heart. And why is it that I never have fit in? Why is it that I've always, I've never really been able to what am I trying to say? Why have I never been able to why does this earth not make sense? None of it. Well, it starts to make sense when you start understanding what the truth is, And this is where people start calling me crazy because, I grew up in a conservative Christian environment, and even the people that weren't even practicing Christians, they sure knew enough of the scriptures to try to put you in your place, I'll tell you that. And so I was in the church for 20 plus years. And even then there was a lot of things that I questioned, and there's a lot of times I don't fit in boxes. I've never fit in fucking boxes. I never will. Fuck that shit. But I've gotten to the place, we go through some dark nights of the soul. We have to strip down all the titles that have been assigned to us, and we have to battle that ego, because the ego wants to be like, well, this is who I am, and this is according to the world standards. And what I mean by the world, I mean by the false systems that were put into place to keep us distracted from who we really are. And so love and gratitude and forgiveness and kindness, and that is where we need to be. Okay? Doesn't mean we're perfect. Absolutely not. We're still in these human bodies. But these human bodies are temporary, They're only here for a time. But who is it? Who are you at your core? And now that I've remembered, I'm in a pause right now. I'm in an in-between state. And I'm about to step into an amazing timeline that I'm incredibly, incredibly excited about, because it means I'm going to reach so many people. I'm going to empower, encourage. I'm going to help people understand why they've been struggling so much. And mental and emotional healing is a portion of it, but it's once we are able to remove those obstacles, life gets to be amazing, limitless. We can't keep being the victim. We have to take control. We have to take our power back from all the people that we gave it to for all that time. And I allowed people to make me question myself. I did, and that was part of my trauma, growing up. But I'm not there anymore. No, I'm not there anymore. There's nobody, things that used to trigger me can no longer trigger me, and I know that everything is working out in my favor. And the same holds true for you if you allow it to. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I don't even know if I'm going to post it, but I love you guys. Give me a follow, give me a like. We're here to change the world. We're here to change the world. This isn't about me. Actually, it is about me. It's actually about all of us. We are all part of the collective consciousness. And the more of us that awaken, the more of us that understand what we came to do, remember who we are, our purpose, our calling, the better this world is going to become. This is the first wave. And from my understanding, there's going to be at least 2 more. So I'm excited to be a part of this.